Hello, hello, welcome back. We were informed that the audio was not working, which is funny because we tried every single thing and it looked like it was, and yet it was not. So we're just going to start this thing over because this is very important. I want to make sure we get this out there. This is Flag Family Media meteorologist Dean Wysocki. Dean is not only one of the most handsome men, as you can see, I've ever met.
You got me beat on that. Come on, man.
Oh, I don't think so. I don't have this, but also, just look at him, just country strong.
Woo!
This guy, you need a bunch of lumber unloaded off a truck. You call Dean, then you go have breakfast. You come back, and he's got the whole thing.
What's in this vodka? You've been having too much. Come on, man.
All right. We'll go ahead and get into it. Dean, I'm so excited you're here. Of course.
Hey, thank you for having me here.
Part of our, we're tied in, connected here with the Flag Family Media, and so talk to me a little bit about it again. About first of all, what you do over there. You give that weather report in the morning.
Yeah,
right?
I'm the chief meteorologist over at Flag Family Media, and we have a couple of radio stations over there, WDAY Radio and the Flag, and so bright and early in the morning, given the forecast over there. We also have a weather and agriculture show that I do on middays, and that's about it. We do a lot of work, and now we're partners with you guys.
Oh no,
which we appreciate.
And we appreciate it too. That started that partnership a few months ago. I don't remember, but it's been such a great thing. I think hopefully for both of us.
Oh, absolutely.
Right, to kind of get in there.
Without a doubt.
Okay, so enough about us. We have a big event, and I'm hoping you're hanging on, or maybe we have more viewers here now than we did before, because we have a very important event coming up. And let's go ahead and kind of get into the nuts and bolts of what it is, and then we'll kind of talk about it a little bit more here. Yeah.
And again, every time I try talking about this, it hurts me because my better half, Christy, it's her brother, and he's been suffering over the last 3 years with what is called pulmonary fibrosis. And it's a hereditary disease. He was misdiagnosed years ago, and he was still having problems breathing. He went down to Mayo Clinic, and they said, "This is what you've got." So they put you on medication, and 10% of the population rejects the medication. Unfortunately, Randy was one of them that rejected it. So what it did was it ruined his kidney. So not only does he need a double lung transplant from pulmonary fibrosis, but he also now needs a kidney transplant. And if anybody's not aware of pulmonary fibrosis, it's basically a disease that shrinks up your lungs, scars them and shrinks them up. So his donor is going to have to be somebody younger, and preferably female, because their lungs are a little smaller. So a younger person that's a female is going to be the ideal candidate for his lung transplant. He has to move down. Him and his wife have to move down to Rochester, Minnesota. Randy is from Hettinger, which is out in the southwestern corner of the state. So he still has his house out there. He's going to have additional, living expenses when he moves down to Rochester. So the bills are going to pile up, and that's why we're holding this fundraiser for him, to kind of offset a lot of the costs that are going to be piling up for him and his wife, Christy.
Yeah. Here's a picture, by the way, of Randy. And I'll pop this up again here in a couple minutes. I do want to pull it back to Dean and I. One of the reasons here, Dean, I know you were telling me some things but when people couldn't hear us, and again, you'll be able to now, but it was surprising to me, even as we were talking a few minutes ago, all the amazing things that are going on this weekend. So let's talk about the time, let's talk about the location, and let's talk about what people can expect.
Sure. So we've got a fundraiser out at the American Legion, the Moorhead Legion, from 4 o'clock to 8 o'clock on Sunday. So head on out. This handsome individual right here is going to be one of our judges. So I mean, just come out and ask for his autograph. That's money. See, then they can get your autograph, and we can use that as a silent auction. See, we can make some money off of that.
I tell you, what I was going to say, my signature on a piece of paper means literally nothing. But I do appreciate you trying to build me up like that.
But no, we've got over 80 silent auction items, everything from baked goods to center ice UND tickets against St. Cloud State. We've got NDSU signed football, NDSU merchandise. We've got, and this might irk a few people, but that's okay. President Trump was generous enough to give us some signed merchandise. So we'll have a signed hat that we're going to be auctioning off as well. We're going to have a Sloppy Joe feed as well. So we'll have the chili cook-off, we'll have the Sloppy Joe feed, we'll have the silent auction items, all for a great cause. Looking forward to it, and like I said, all this money is going to help offset a lot of Randy's expenses, which again, he has to live down in Rochester for 2 years, so this is gonna pile up. So anything we can do to help him, and again, it's Christy's only sibling.
Okay.
So
yeah.
that's it's very, very, very important.
I admire so much, and Dean and I have known each other for, gosh, probably about a year now, and become one of my good friends, and I've gotten to know Christy as well. She's amazing.
She's a doll.
Yeah, I don't know where you'd be
She's the
without
better
her.
half. I know. She's the better half for sure.
I'm thinking of a few spots, and it's not where you're at right now. But no, she is, and then, to hear about this event and what you guys are doing, and how much Randy means to you and Christy, clearly, and I think that's, and now you mentioned, I'm curious about this, something we didn't get into before, but you mentioned a 2-year process. So ideally, obviously, and you mentioned, I'm going to pull up a picture one more time of Randy here, and we'll talk about this picture in just a minute too, because I love it and what this is and what he's done. Right. But I do want to say, so with Randy here, he's got to be there for, it sounds like, 2 years. What's the, why that length of time?
Well, so he's moving down there now. Living out in Hettinger, out in the southwest corner of the state, they could call him any time and say, hey, we've got the lungs. You've got to be there. I mean, the lungs only last for a short period of time. And so he's got to live in Rochester by the Mayo Clinic. So when they let him know, hey, your lungs are here, let's do this. And he's got to be close. So that's the reason they have to move down there.
Got it. Any recovery period that he's going to have to stay there once he gets double
for
turn?
2. Yeah, once he gets it, it'll be 2 years.
Got it.
It'll be over a year recovery. And then he's got to get the kidney transplant after he gets the lung transplant as well. And we were talking earlier, the wait for lungs is pretty long. So his wife is going to donate her kidney to a stranger, so Randy gets to move up on the transplant list. So I mean, that's love. That's awesome. It's an awesome story. And Randy's fighting it. He's on oxygen, but he's going to make it. And a lot of people say, well, he's a taxidermist. All that stuff they inhale, was this caused by that? Not at all. Pulmonary fibrosis is, unfortunately, it's hereditary. So, that had nothing to do with it.
Sure. No, well, this is a great, you're doing such a good job of not only describing what this is, but that opportunity for him. And I know with this fundraiser that you're having here, you mentioned kind of not really necessarily putting a number goal on it, but there's so many things. You mentioned a bake sale. Of course, the chili cook-off, which thankfully, I appreciate this. You guys have asked me to judge, and I know one of your chilies is
I'm going to put mine. I'm not going to say which one mine is because I can't vote for mine. So I'll forewarn you. It's a little spicy.
That's
okay.
Listen, okay. I do well with spice. I make chili, and first time I made it for my wife, she this is just a few years ago. And she, I made it basically, and I make it spicy, and maybe I didn't realize how much. And she told me, she goes, this is really good, but I can almost not taste it because of the heat, how spicy. So I said, okay, I'm going to back down a little bit next time. I made a whole new batch. I did back down. Apparently that was still too much. She said I can taste even better now, and it really is good, but still it's a little
too spicy.
So I don't, So I guess what I'm saying in doing this, I doubt mine is as good as yours, but I think mine might be as spicy. So I can handle that. I can handle that.
All right.
All right. So yes, and again, it's over 80. You said 82 items in the silent auction.
Right now we're sitting at 82. We're hoping to get a few more. Like I said, the local businesses in the Fargo-Moorhead area have been absolutely fantastic.
Yeah.
They've been more than willing to donate many things. A lot of restaurants. I can't even mention all of them, but the tons of silent auction items. So again, come on out. It'll be a great time, and it's like I said, it's for a great cause.
Yeah, and you did kind of, I'm sorry because I just said this and then we talked earlier, you did kind of throw a loose number out there. I mean, obviously if you get more, that's great, but you get kind of maybe 20, right?
Yeah, if we could get 20 to 30,000, I hate to put a number on it, but
of course.
If we could raise 20 to 30,000, I mean, you figure 2 years living expenses and the medical bills that'll pile up, and he's got, not only living expenses down in Rochester, but he's still got his house out in Hettinger that's got to be taken care of. So, those bills add up quickly.
So we got, and I showed this picture a minute ago. We're going to pop back on and show again. You have, this is a picture, Randy. And tell me what we have next time, because this is an award-winning. You can see like the biggest prize I've ever seen. That blue ribbon. Yeah, this is not just a participant award, by the way.
No. So here, the great thing is, Randy he's a self-taught taxidermist. I mean, he taught himself. He became interested in it. He did a lot of studying on it. This picture you're seeing right here. is #1. It's a world #1 ribbon here.
Oh,
he
nice.
got first place for that rooster there.
Goodness
I mean, the work and detail in that are just incredible. So he's won worldwide awards for being a taxidermist. So he's well known in the taxidermy community. And you know what? He one of the most soft-spoken guys.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
unlike his sister. Christy. I mean that in a good way, sweetheart.
that is funny. Okay, there we go. There we go. I've got this popped up behind us now too, so we can pull back. Now, the one more thing I did want to show you. You sent me a couple pictures. This one, of course, of Randy, and I know you mentioned this, but let's kind of give it full screen here and show you. One of the things that you guys are have at the silent auction people can bid for. What is this?
Oh yeah. So I mean, everybody loves UND hockey, and if you've never been to a UND hockey game, it's the next best thing compared to professional. I mean, it's an amazing venue, and it's so fun to watch. So UND was kind enough to donate center ice tickets for the February 20th game against St. Cloud State, one of their big rivals. So we've got 2 pairs of those that we're going to be auctioning off. That's just one of the great things that people can bid on.
That's awesome. And I will say this, and it's almost embarrassing. I've been to a number of Fargo Force games, and those are fun. In fact,
We'll have Fargo Force tickets to auction off as well.
I was going to say, yeah, you and I and Christy and my wife Heather, we went together for one, but I've been to several, but I have yet to go to a UND hockey. I'm embarrassed to admit this right now.
Well, road trip.
Road trip for sure.
We're going to road trip it up there.
That sounds awesome. So I may be, if you're there, I'm probably going to be bidding on this, so you better bring some guys. Anyway, well, Dean, okay, one more time, let's go ahead and give where it's at, the time, and what, just really quickly again, what people can expect.
Moorhead Legion, this Sunday from 4 o'clock to 8 o'clock. Again, we'll have a free will donation for Sloppy Joe's. We'll have Sloppy Joe, and a big thank you to Scott out at the Moorhead Legion. They're going to help cook all the Sloppy Joes. He's been helping us tremendously with this event. And we invite everybody to come out there. Again, 4 to 8, over 80 silent auction items to bid on.
Wow.
The chili cook-off contest. It's going to be a great time. And, you know, if you can't make it, what I urge, and, you know, become an organ donor.
Sure.
Become an organ donor. I know I am. We're not going to need them after we're gone, right? So you might as well put them to good use. So if you can't make it, at least, you know, look into becoming an organ donor. It's so important. It really is.
Yeah, that's great, Dean. Thanks again, my friend.
Hey,
for
thanks,
coming
buddy.
We almost kissed there. Yeah. Go to the right. Go to the right.
Sorry.
No, but listen, really, thank you so much for coming on.
Hey, thanks for having me on, and I know Christy appreciates it.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, no, of course, and we appreciate her. She's amazing. What I'm going to do here is for about a minute or two, I'm going to cut this off here so we can let Dean go, and then I'm going to come back and I'll have the forecast for you. So I'm going to
Are you including that 4 to 8 inches for tomorrow?
Well, whoa, you're throwing me some. It's either.
Oh, you didn't see the new model run. Okay, I'm going to leave you with that, and I'm out of here.
Well, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick to my number, and we'll see who's right. I have a pretty good feeling on this one.
I think you'll be right.
All right. We will be back. I'll be back in a couple minutes. All right, welcome back once again. So happy to honored to have Dean Wysocki here again for that big benefit. 4 to 8 at the Moorhead location there at the Ambet. And so we're going to, again, go ahead and talk now about the weather and discuss what we've got for you as we head into Halloween. We have mentioned that idea of maybe a little bit of mix, rain and snow tomorrow. I still think that is a possibility. We are not expecting any travel impacts, really not expecting any of that to stick to the ground. It's just going to be a little light snow mixed in with some rain. Temperatures are going to be above freezing. But if you were looking forward to a little snow, if you're like, I want to see that first snow of the year, there's at least a chance you're going to get that tomorrow. I'll show you which areas have a better chance. First of all, we look at our sky right now, and I'm going to pull this up full screen. You can see that partly cloudy sky. In fact, we've seen a few more clouds develop over the last hour or so. Still getting some blue sky and some sunshine between those clouds. Take a look at our current temperatures right now. 53 in Fargo, so a nice little warm up today. 44 Grand Forks, 45 Hallock. Now you notice Devil's Lake quite a bit cooler. 39 degrees. So we're going anywhere from mid-50s to upper 30s in a couple locations. Langdon temperature not reporting right now, but mid to upper 30s in Langdon. Let's take a look at that next weather maker, what we have for you. And again, it's that first alert weather day for an AM wintry mix, maybe a little bit of light snow. Again, no real impact expected here. And it's going to be kind of a hit and miss deal. So those areas that do see snow mixed with rain, kind of not few and far between, but again, not everybody is going to see that. Now, as we move through the early to mid-morning hours, those will just become, any mix that we have, we'll lose the snow and just start to see some rain out there. Everything we see tomorrow in terms of showers is expected to be very much on the light side. Let's go ahead and show you, again, satellite radar, where are we sitting right now. One thing I want to point out here is you can see light rain exiting the area, but notice off to the north and west in Canada there, just starting to work its way into North Dakota, is a little bit of spinning there. It's low pressure that's going to drop into the region. Again, you see a little bit of snow along with rain there, and that is the system that's headed our way tonight and tomorrow. Starting at 5 p.m., let's kind of walk through the evening hours. At 10 o'clock, generally speaking, dry across the area. Again, a few raindrops here and there. You look up toward Langdon, toward Rolla, Harvey, Carrington. Again, that's what we'll start to see, maybe a little bit of a mix there. Jumping to 3 a.m., again, our western areas. We're talking about Devil's Lake Basin, the westernmost, as well as the westernmost portions of James River Valley. That's where we had the best chance of seeing that mix of precipitation during the early morning hours. Again, as you can see, for the most part, generally rain. And how are we distinguishing that? The green, that indicates we're just seeing rain. You start seeing pink, that's a little bit of that wintry mix. And of course, the blue color there is some light snow coming down. So again, this is just for some light snow showers. I do want to let you know here around noon, according to the weather model we've got here, which again I think is going to be pretty accurate, we do have a light area of rainfall that's going to be a little more persistent. So I'm thinking as we're looking around 10, 11 o'clock in the morning through about 2 o'clock in the afternoon, a good chunk of the area does have that chance to see light rain. Then it becomes more scattered as we head into the evening hours. Of course, tomorrow night is, well, tomorrow throughout the entire day is Halloween. Tomorrow evening trick-or-treating, and I cannot rule out a shower or two, maybe even a snowflake or two mixed in with rain, but most of the area will be dry. I think just about everyone does get cloud cover, though. Take a look at our rainfall potential here, and again, by and large, what we're going to see is light rain in this system. You can see the amounts we might see are pretty low. We're looking at maybe a few hundredths of an inch at best when it's all said and done. So again, showers we do see are going to be very light, but I think most areas will see at least a few showers. Take a look at who made it to our morning lows there. I believe Summer Schnellbach snuck him in. That is our Dancing Frankenstein. Always good to see him on Halloween, right? Morning lows, and you can see all areas we're staying above that freezing mark. In fact, one of the coolest temperatures there, Fargo at 34, 33 Bemidji, but you start heading to those areas that have the best chance of seeing a light mix. Temperatures in the mid-30s, so even where we do see some of that snow mixed in, it's not going to stick. Just something that might be pretty to look at, again, if you are looking for snow. Now, tomorrow afternoon, we're not going to climb very much at all. Cloudy sky, upper 30s to low 40s, just a cool day. Winds are going to be out of the north. We're going to see wind breeze anywhere from 10 to 20 miles per hour, so it will be a little breezy. So what does that mean for us when we start looking at that trick-or-treat planner? Look, there's Frankenstein again, along with the Mummy. Again, love seeing these guys. If you catch the 5 o'clock news on Valley News Live tonight, you might see Summer and I during our forecast here doing a little dancing. We've done this before. I think we'll probably do it again. You can see about 40 degrees during the evening, 6 p.m., that creepy chill out there, a little bit of a breeze. So if you're walking the kids around, you probably want to have that jacket with you. Obviously, if you're a trick-or-treater, I know if you got kids, they really probably don't want to cover up their amazing trick-or-treating outfits or costumes. So just know a little bit of light rain, a little bit of a breeze, definitely going to be cool out there. Going to go ahead and jump ahead to our next graphic as we look at Saturday and Sunday. By and large, while we're going to see a good deal of cloud cover on Saturday, it's actually going to be, for the most part, dry. Could see a couple showers Saturday night in our northernmost area. Sunday promises to bring a little more sunshine. Also, we're going to have a south wind early in the day. That's going to help warm us up a little bit. Could see a stray shower southernmost areas late on Sunday. But again, by and large, a dry weekend, and one that is going to bring more clouds Saturday, more sunshine on Sunday. By the way, Monday looks like a great day. Going out to tailgate for the North Dakota State game, playing Youngstown State. Here's what we've got for you. Mostly cloudy, 32 at 9 a.m. will be mostly cloudy around noon, 39. So again, chilly, but this is kind of what we expect for this time of year. Saturday, of course, is November 1st, so then we have jumped into November. Kickoff at 2:30 for the big game, and of course the game inside the dome, that's temperature controlled, so we're all right there. So again, great weekend in terms of just getting to November. We're not going to be super cold, but we're going to have a chill certainly for Halloween and for Saturday. It will be warmer, in fact, quite a bit warmer on Sunday. We're expecting temperatures in the low to mid 50s, maybe even a couple of upper 50s, thanks to that south wind, and that'll come with sunshine as well. So again, good weekend. Halloween could see a little bit of that wintry mix tomorrow morning, not expecting any impacts with that. We head through the day tomorrow, going to see scattered light showers. Trick-or-treating time, cloudy with a few scattered showers as well, so be careful out there if you're driving, those kids running back and forth across the street to get more candy out there. So again, just watching out for that, and I hope you have a wonderful